Hello friends, welcome to follow up. In this video, we are going to look at problem 387, first unique character in a string. Our plan will be the following. So we are going to look at problem 387 in this problem. And in the follow-up videos, we are going to look at the two similar problems, that is problem 451 and 2351. So our purpose is to share the use of dictionary or its subclasses. This is also a common point in these three problems. So now let's look at the current problem. So here our task is that we want to find the first non-repeating character in a given string and return the corresponding index. If there's no such character, we're going to return -1. So if you look at the three examples, they are very easy to interpret. For example, here L appears once, its index is 0, so we return 0. Well, in the second example, so L and O both appears at least twice, and V appears once. So here the V has index 2, so we return 2. While in example 3, both A and B appear twice. Therefore, there are no unique characters which appears just once, so we return -1. And in this problem, S is the length is in between 1 and 10 to the power 5. So the left side inequality says that S is not empty, and the right-hand side basically have an upper bound about the problem size, right? And the second constraint, S consists of only lowercase English letters. So this assumption actually is not very essential to this problem, right? Because we can just count the frequency and then do the scan to find the first character, which appears just once. Then we return the corresponding indices, right? So in this problem, I'm going to use a counter object, so which is a subclass of dictionary in Python. So first, I'm going to get the statistics. So we use D, this is dictionary, right? Collections, counter, S. So this object counter will counter S maybe. So it will return a dictionary with the key being the unique characters in S and the value being the corresponding frequencies, right? So once we have this information, we can check the first character which appears just once, and then we return the index. So here I'm going to use I character in enumerate S. So why do we here also retrieve the index? Because we want to return the corresponding index, right? And then what we are going to do, we are going to check the frequency. If D character equals 1. So notice that because D is a statistics for the character frequencies in S. So if we do the scan for S, the character must be a key in the dictionary, right? So we can directly call this one. So if this character appears just once, because we are doing scan from left to right, so this index is the thing we want to return. So we return I. So after the for loop, if nothing has returned, so we just return -1. The reason that nothing is returned is due to the fail of this if condition. It means that all characters appears at least twice, right? In this case, for example, you can see example 3, right? We are going to return -1. So we can do a test. This passes example 1. Now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So here we used dictionary, right? So this is a dictionary object. So actually this counter is a subclass of the dictionary in Python. So if you are not very familiar with this subclass, so you can write using vanilla dictionary. So here, let me copy this one. I've changed this method to be version v1. So the below check will be the same, but I'm going to do a linear scan from scratch. So here we initialize a dictionary. So if you just write the bracket, right, like this, so this will be a dictionary. So, but if you can also initialize like this, D equals dict, right? So this is for dictionary. But in order to initialize set, for set, you must do something like this: s equals set, like this, rather than s equals d, because this will give you a dictionary, right? So once we have this, what we are going to do? So we are going to do for character in S. So here we are only focusing on the character frequency statistics. We are not care about the index. So we just use the vanilla for loop. So once we have this, then we get the character. However, we don't know if this character is already in this dictionary. So we want to use the get method. So we are going to pass the key we want to retrieve, the corresponding value, and then we set a default value at 0 for this problem. Then we increment by 1, right? So here increment by 1 is due to the current character, right? Because it now appears. So once you get this one, the final state of this dictionary is essentially this one. You can do a test, and the remaining part will be the same, right? Yeah, it passes one example. Now let's look at the generic case. Yeah, it passes all the cases. So that's basically about it for this this video. For this problem itself, you can also use find method, right? Or you can get the index. So like you have R find or R index, left find, right, to find the corresponding index. So the thought is that if you have a character which appears just once in a string, then you can check its leftmost index and rightmost index. They should be the same, right? So with that said, I guess that's it for this problem. So next we are going to look at these two problems. With that said, that's it for this video. Thank you.